Nobody can do a hex like me. And I dare you to prove me wrong. You saw that first year with the engorged head. That was me.
Ugh, obviously.
Revelio.
Not the best idea.
Easy has a special knack. It's tormenting Professor Black.
Incendio. Lafana. Fringo.
I don't think it's anything special.
Revelio.
There's always someone snoring in our dormitory.
In today's lesson, we will cover a truly thrilling event. The Goblin Rebellion of 1752 and all its triumphant tragedy. But more specifically, we will address the devastating effect it had on the wizard milling industry. Throughout the many goblin battles, countless wizard cloaks were lost. Actually, we do know the number. 632. But history occurs outside the classroom. And look, it's time for my constitutional. One can practically osmose the history flowing through Hogwarts.
I think the professor wants us to follow him.
And now for a stroll to the bell tower entrance hall. Along with the rest of the castle, it was completed in the late early Middle Ages. The hall and the bell towers that loom above it contain myriad interesting artifacts. Good to see you again. Recovered from that nasty bout of dragon pox, have we?
That wasn't me, Professor. I'm new here.
Are you? Well then, welcome. No doubt you're eagerly anticipating my analysis of various wizarding councils, codes, statutes, and of course, not all goblins are rebellious. Some venture into wizarding politics, such as Eargit the Ugly. Some are talented artisans.
Did you say Bragbor? I know that name. Lodgok said he was an ancestor of Ranrock.
Well known for his metalwork. I would imagine much of his goblin wrought iron and silver. Where were we? Oh yes. Back to our class topic for today. Grimbold Weft. Another notable historical figure. He's right nearby. Curious.
Can you tell me where I might find Grimbold Weft?
Oh yes, Grimbold Weft. He's a fascinating artifact of the... At any rate, he can be found...
Can you tell me where I might...
He's... At any rate...
Revelio.
Out is quick. Oh yes, I see you.
Why didn't you tell us it was just his skull?
Well, of course he's just a skull. Everyone knows Grimbold. Now, let's turn our attention to the agreeability and general good nature of Sir. He's also nearby. See what you can learn from him for your next assignment. Standing in eternal but symbolic watch over the bell tower is a retinue of
Wagadu's
royal
history
knights.
is, well, a bit
Stagnant
different than that of
life-size
Hogwarts, to say the least.
Keen-eyed students will spot the statues.
Leave it to Binns to make the most.
Sir
Sir Skagglethorpe the
countenance
hero
nestled
once
among the
challenged a
ranks.
mountain troll to a game of musical chairs.
His
Care to guess
fame
who
was
won?
not won by vanquishing foes in single combat, nor by
Sir
slaying
This
bloodthirsty
is a centuries-old likeness of Pangadon.
training young
Fearless mouse hunter
scholars.
and devoted study
His
companion.
warm and
Revelio.
I find that
The Hogwarts founders could never have achieved such architectural majesty without the aid of powerful magic.
Revelio.
Hogwarts is impervious to...
Professor Binns, I found the statue of Sir Afpuddle.
Ah, well done. Alas, Sir Afpuddle's affability was his undoing. Died instant. So beloved was he that even some goblins... Of course, that did not bode well with the rest of the goblins. Most of...
Goblins and wizard kind will never trust.
Yes, well, it takes a cauldron to raise a chisperful, as they... History does tend to repeat. It is a the wise student, such as yourself... History is written by those who do their schoolwork, so they say. Or at least, I like to say that.
How can we do so much and accomplish so little?
If you fail history of magic, you're doomed to repeat it. The class, that is.
Revelio. Revelio.
I enjoy my weekly visit to Dogweed and Death Cat. I find
Should never.
It's an outrage! No one is the fool of Ferdinand Octavius Pratt!
Sir, are you all right? You seem to be in some distress.
All right? Do I look all right? I've been kidnapped!
How can you be kidnapped when you're right here?
What sort of question is that? Of course I'm right here. I've more than one frame. Do you only have one home? It's my other frame. It's been stolen. And by students, no less. They paid filthy thieves to steal my other frame.
Did that really happen, or are you simply being overdramatic?
Of course it happened! I heard it straight from the horse's mouth! Oh, she is a rather horse-faced girl, that Astoria Cricket. She and her friends were moaning about me of all the nerve. Then I heard her plot to enlist a gang of good-for-nothings to have me stolen. That's where my other frame hung. Hovel of a place, though I suppose one could do worse. I once knew a portrait who ended up in the Hog's Head. No one's heard from him since.
Right. So, back to your frame.
Ah, yes. There I was, powdering my wig, and the next thing I knew, I was being manhandled. As if I can afford not to be at my post.
Just who is Astoria Cricket?
She's a fourth-year troublemaker, that's who. She and her band of hoodlums discuss all sorts of misdeeds right under my nose, and then resent me for overhearing. I can only assume they took my frame in some misguided attempt.
What do you mean you do important work?
Let's just say I overhear quite a bit in Serona's fine establishment, and the headmaster likes to know all about it. He's come to count on me in this regard.
I don't suppose you have any idea where your stolen frame was taken. Can you...
I most certainly can! They brought me to a ruin of all places. Some crumbling atrocity surrounded by water from the sound of it. Oh, I do also recall seeing the coast on the way.
I could look into...
Oh, what? Off you go then.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
Fought Theophilus Harlow. I know you don't balk.
You like games, do you?
Potato, incendio.
What have you done?
Levioso.
Bombarda. The location marked on the map isn't far from here. Incendio! This looks like trouble. Bombarda! Revelio!
Potato, nice dry. You having the knack?
Revelio! Bombarda! Incendio!
Where's your centaur friend, mate?
Levioso.
You got... You die for... Notice you ain't wearing that goblin helm you stole. Get off the little puffskin. You've made a mistake. It isn't normal.
Revelio!
What have you done?
Goodness, not a party to attend by myself. Revelio! Revelio. Seems a pleasant enough little...
May I have a moment of your time?
Revelio. Pardon? Were you calling to me?
I was. I'm Marianne Moffat. Pleasure. At the moment, I'm
Ah, yes. The magical bird can disappear when it's...
Peculiar things, aren't they? Did you know that muggles call them dodos? Such a funny name. I'm worried about a large albino dirical known as Gwynaira. She's a local legend, so of course poacher. If I had her, I'd treat her like a queen. And I could use her molted feathers as fashion accessories.
Sounds as if she needs rescuing. I know the perfect place.
The perfect place is with me. Wait until the neighbours see her, not to mention how fashionable I'll be with those beautiful feathers. I can't seem to rescue her, and I'm worried the diricals don't trust me since I've been hanging about their den.
Why are you fixated on Gwynaira and not rescuing all the diricals?
Gwynaira is special. She's more attractive to poachers with her lovely plumage. The other diricals seem to have managed evading poachers quite well on their own.
Can you tell me what the dirical...
It's down by the shore, on a sort of overhanging cliff. You'll recognise it by...
I'll keep an eye out.
Oh, thank you. One last thing. She seems to spend her days in hiding. I've only ever seen her at night. I do. Be prepared to chase her. I sometimes wonder if she actually enjoys the pursuit.
I suppose I should watch for Gwynaira. At night, apparently. This looks intriguing. Revelio. Revelio. Now here's a sad-looking place. An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down. Knowing our meat, he's likely studied here. Certainly looks to be the place. Should have expected company. Wait, is that the hippogriff from my treasure map? See what we've got. This must be what all the fuss was about.